something. Or could you imagine if he just made those ships and just 3D print? He could pretty 3D print those ships. He could probably turn them into something. That would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
People would paint those.
Oh yeah, definitely. What if he has them for sale somewhere or something? Or were they all Star Wars or what was they?
I don't. Well, they're like Star Wars. They're like Star Wars, but they're not Star Wars.
Oh right.
I don't think it'd be interesting. Maybe I should do it. An interview with him. It might be
That'd be
boring though
fun,
because he
maybe.
does ships. He just does ship. That's all he does. People are like, oh, I've seen the first ship. I see the second ship. But I mean, Star Wars nerds would like that. They like can't get more than one ship. Got to see more of them. So maybe people, maybe it's like porn. You see one bit of porn and then another bit of porn. You've seen that porn. It's the other porn that I want to look at now. It's just like it's different, slightly different. I like that one. Maybe people are like that with ships. So maybe you can sell them.
They'll never get enough.
Dumb monkey. Hey.
They'll never get enough.
Yeah, old dumb monkey is like, hey, slightly different. Yep. Dopamine. Let's go for it. Yeah, I think. But all right, I'm gonna check Dropbox. I'm gonna make a company called Upbox because that's more appropriate. I want to up to the Upbox, or just to
Yeah.
capitalize on the box part of the Dropbox. So then,
What's up, box? Can you please let Black in?
all right.
What's up, box? What's up, box?
What's up, box? Sometimes the name will just make you popular. And like, I always think someone should just make a thing called Facebook and just be honest about it. You're like, I like Facebook. They tell me like it is. They know they're making Facebook addictive to us. So I need to, I understand. You should make a Facebook or like a website like Facebook, but has disclaimers on it going, you should only use this for 10 minutes of the day. Hey, how's it going? Black is back. That rhymes.
Finally.
Back. Always bet on black. Black is black. So
Kind of him.
he's black. He's black. I don't know. I'm just going stupid. Because I sold. All right. Let's have a look at Dropbox.
Not a wage at McDonald's.
Hey.
At least you're not a wage at McDonald's.
Ah, yeah. Well, yeah, that's a good thing. I just got to figure out. I want to figure out ways to make money from like 3D printing. I want to like make niche art. This will probably be with Alex. Alex will probably like it. I want to make abstract sexual art. Like,
Oh, okay.
like,
Wait, why'd you just invite Alex? Hello?
yeah. Come on, Alex. Come to the
How
ducks.
about this stuff up, dude? Shit.
What's that? Not
No,
abstract.
I wasn't expecting you would reference me talking about weird ass sexual thing.
No. It's got sexuality to it. It's not abstract, but it's like Geiger mixed with. I really want to play on those like influences, like the human mind and the way we perceive things, our attraction to things, and like just pull it out of you, be like cheeky about it, and make you relate to it. I showed someone on Artist Spotlight. I think last night. I can't remember his name. Sedan. Oh, what's his name? I'm not sure if anyone's seen it, but I'll share him. Let's see if I can bring him up. This guy, I thought
It is a whole
he's got some pretty cool stuff. Let me see if I can find him. He's like this stuff here. It's twisted.
Whoa, that's cool.
Yeah, it's real cool. It's not.
Oh yeah.
It's like you got to look at it for a bit, and it's like that. Those are fingers, but then they're not fingers, and it works so well. Like he's like
This fucking belongs in that game, The Forest. They have lots of weird shit in that.
yeah.
It looks nuts.
Have you guys seen that game? It's like, I forgot what's it called, but it's like Geiger mixed with weird nightmares,
Yeah.
bloodlust or something.
Oh,
I'll
Bloodlust
just look.
or something else. There is one that's a H.R. Geiger inspired game. But yeah, this guy's he's got some pretty cool stuff. There's one that's really his sculptures are really nice. He does really cool sculptures. Like so I want to do stuff like this, but more towards the sexual side to kind of steal I don't know, you kind of steal dopamine from people when you go towards the sexual. When you go to this stuff, it's like dark and depressing. So I want to try and go to the happy but twisted. I don't know. You got to find that little thing. Like this is very depressing. This is probably too much in the other thing, but like this has got a really like that. Like it's really it pulls some sort of weird quality from you because you know it's like a head, but then it's like what's on top of that head. It's just like
Yeah.
yeah, something.
Is
Mm. There's one that's really twisted. I don't know. You might get a shock from it. Let me see if I can find it. It's
Do
full
you
on.
guys get nightmares from looking at things like this?
Nah, nah. Well, you might get a nightmare. Ready? All right.
Oh
Thank-
my goodness.
Oh.
Wow.
Do you still want to sleep with her? Like he did.
No,
No way. What the fuck, dude?
Yeah. Twisted.
Nah, dude. Nah, I don't like this kind of stuff. It's it's too
Too far.
much. Yeah,
That's-
it's too much.
Yeah. That's meant to. That's the whole thing. It's meant to provoke you, and it's done its job. So
Definitely.
yeah, that's what art's meant to do. It's meant to provoke you. People forget that we stay away from the things that provoke each other. They're like, we've got all these things going on. Like this, it's just really cool stuff. He probably
Yes.
he probably could make a game out of whatever he's thinking inside his head. Seems like a dark dude, but I don't know. He's just expressing the darkness. We're all got something in us that's dark, happy, whatever. But
Oh man. Speaking of fucking dark, I was in a fucking rut this week.
oh,
Someone released a claymation called the Opal.
yeah.
It's a 12-minute claymation of this chick who's like living this delusional world. And man, it is depressing as fuck. And that just took me down
Oh.
this rabbit hole of just listening to all this weird stuff.
Oh, really?
That's awful, man. But I learned that if you confront it, it just gets better. So just jump in. Just delve in the depression. Just fucking let it sink into you.
Conditioning. And I mean, before with you probably would numb yourself with other things like porn and stuff like that or whatever. Would you do that? Just kind of
Yeah, for
like
sure.
yeah. And so I think that's the
Be
problem.
honest.
Hey, yeah, you can be
Yeah, I'll
straight
be
up.
honest.
Let's be. I mean, like if you had that addiction, it stems from somewhere. So it stems from like the inability to deal with your emotions. I think, and to deal with the problems that's happened in your life. I think a lot of those things kind of come from there. Yeah.
I think at the ages of 10 to 14, you develop an addiction of a sort. It
Mm.
might be smoking, it might be work, it might be wanting money, it might be wanting a career, it might be wanting kids. I don't know what it is, but there's like 2 or 3 things that grab hold of you. And for a lot of people, I think it was porn, and I think it was games,
Yeah.
and also maybe Facebook.
Mm.
And so everyone's like revolving around this shit today, and they don't really have anything else.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's hard to
Yeah.
break away.
I mean, you have it with anything. Like you see it with people drinking, and they just like. I have a friend. He's like, oh, I drink. Like, it's always weird. It's for some reason I managed to get people to like talk to me because I think I just like say what I've gone through and people open up. But he's like, I drink a half a bottle of wine in the afternoon. I'm like, all right, that's not right. Like half a bottle. So we all have those things, and then we question. Well, you go home, you work. Well, after work, you work hard, so you drink a little bit to feel good. But that's just an addiction.
Yeah, for sure, but it's
Mm.
also a reward for the work you've done, right? Because why do you work? at the end of the day. You do it to do fun things you like doing, right?
Well, all right. The thing is, though, if the wine wasn't there, how would you reward yourself?
Depends.
Mm, right. So, like, any reward is always met with a downturn.
Yeah,
That's
for
the
sure.
problem, right? Maybe every, like, you know, like how they say delayed gratification is a big thing.
Mhm.
Maybe I'm pretty sure the more you delay the gratification for most things, you realize that there's actually nothing in the wine per se. There's nothing there. Let's say if you really wanted to, I don't know, look at that porn you always wanted to look at, and just I'm just trying to correlate it to most people. No, because then you reward yourself, and you're like, oh well, there's nothing there. You know what I mean? There's nothing. You know, when people make all this money and they become really successful, they realize
Yeah.
there's nothing there. So it's just
Yeah,
an
like
illusion.
why did I do it? Yeah.
It's just an illusion. And so I think when you go into it, understanding that everything is an illusion from the start, that you've actually been programmed to actually want those things. You're probably programmed to want wine and porn all at the same time because, well, you grew up with it. We all grew up with all these things that you want to nice, like you go buy stuff, you're like, well, do I need that car? Do I need this thing? Well, yes, if you do, because you can't get anywhere. But then if you're buying a second car, you have to question it. You're probably unhappy, right? So it's all just, it's all crap. Everything's crap at the end of the day. Like it's kind of crappy, but like you're realizing that it's all crap and not to be emotionally attached to anything, and not to be emotionally swayed by anything. And it's like, don't give in to the emotions that you do have. I think you'll be set up. Like every time you give in to your emotions in life, I don't think they ever go your way because you're in an emotional state. So they never work out. So I don't know what your guys' thoughts on it are.
Um, there is a real power when, sorry, postponing short-term gratification. There is a real power doing this. You just can listen to Khabib Nurmagomedov, you know, the world UFC champion. Now he's retired, but he retired at 30 wins, 0 losses, which is incredibly huge. And
30 wins,
he
0 losses.
0 losses. This guy's unbeatable, straight up. And the thing is, he trained his entire life to achieve that. And when he's on boot camp, he can last for up to 8 months before a good fight. Yeah, it's super intense. The guy trained in Dagestan in the mountains. Is a fucking Spartan. He's like a modern time Spartan, you know? And the guy said, now I won my belt of the champion of the world. I will allow myself to have a Coca-Cola and a Big Mac. Do you? That's insane, dude. He needed to achieve that to allow himself a fucking Happy Meal. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
this is the kind of level which I think we should be aiming for, because this is definitely the right path. When you can delay this kind of stuff, it builds mental resiliency. It's like hot water. We don't need it fundamentally, but it's like comfort, and we got used to. But originally, we just can deal with cold water, and it's not that crap as we think it is.
Yeah.
At the moment it is, you're like, oh my god, it's so cold, you know, like for the few seconds,
Yeah.
but then your body adapts and it's not that bad. You're like, yeah, it's okay. I'll survive that.
Mm.
No.
Yeah, that's great.
So that's my point on that.
Yeah. I mean, I have cold showers. I start at warm, then I go cold just to remind myself. No, I know what you mean. Like, yeah, delayed gratification is a big deal. I think we all live in an addictive world, and we have terrible, terrible senses of like what is like set up for us to actually delay, like the fact that you go home and have a